Got a new comment. You want to hear it? You want to get to work? Here we go. I made a video just a couple of hours ago called I'd get a hair transplant for $100,000 reluctantly, to which Dan Nuts had this to say, quote, "Let's start a GoFundMe page for next $100,000 fee to get a hair transplant, haha," end quote. So what's funny is this finally is us tapping into my actual fear about hair loss. Okay, I don't care about losing my hair. Don't care about it thinning, falling out. I don't care. But if you need me to care about hair loss, well, here's how you're going to do it. Get me worried, thinking that there's some chance that I would feel pressured where I had to get a hair transplant. And by pressured, I mean if there was money on the line that could help me pay off my mortgage sooner, then that's actually frightening, because that puts me in a position where I'd actually have to consider getting one. See, I want the decency of being able to go bald like a normal man should. See, remember, in my universe, all men in my family, they lose their hair. They don't go completely bald, but they lose most of their hair by the end of their life. And I don't know, arguably almost at the halfway point of my life. It's 36, double that, 72, 75. Yeah, right? I'm so bad at math. I'm an English major, remember that. But yeah, I mean, you know, assuming that I get to live it into my 70s, I've lived the first half of it at least. I have. And for life to make sense to me, I need to be able to lose my hair. I need that. That's what happens. That's part of that journey. It's just like when you get married. It's like you become a better person because you learn to be less selfish. Like you learn to overcome so many things that you couldn't before, but you grow as a person. Like, I don't know, for me, hair loss has certain lessons it needs to teach me as a person, even in humility. Because pride is one of the biggest enemies in life. I don't want to live in pride. I want to live in true confidence and knowing that I can overcome this. So I feel it would be a disservice, honestly, to me, to get a hair transplant. It would deprive me of learning life lessons I need to learn about humility. And please correct me if I'm wrong, because I'm not an expert on hair transplants. Please correct me if I'm wrong in the year 2017. But if you get a hair transplant, even now with the best technology they have, won't it leave some kind of scar on my head? See, the reason that concerns me is because, again, I find identity as a man who is aging to embrace that. I find if I had any pride, it'd be in that. It'd be knowing that, hey, I'm not some kind of weird, what are those things called? Like vampire, where they're cursed with eternal life on earth. I don't, or Richard on Lost. I don't want that. I want to get old like a normal person does. I want to be as healthy as I can be physically, but so I want to be able to be normal, lose my hair like I've always known that I would. I want to then take it to the next level and start shaving or buzzing my hair off. Like, I like that look. I think it's great. It would be me. So the thought of the off chance that anyone would actually raise enough money for me, not only, and we're not even talking just to get a hair transplant, because I could afford it if I wanted it, but instead to pay this fee for me to be able to sell out this arbitrary number I made, $100,000. That's resistance finally for me. Like, that's a fear I have. See, I know a lot of you are younger than me and you're thinking, I want to save my hair. I'm too young to lose my hair. And I get it. But I'm 36. Come on. I think a lot of you would agree that when you're my age, you know, I mean, and this is the hair that you have, you're just happy to have it, and then when it goes away, it goes away. I mean, I think most of you would agree, if you're 36, you got a good job, you got a beautiful wife, you got great kids, you live in a great neighborhood and house, why would you care? And even then, if I were single, I would own the shaved head thing and just work out more if I was trying to impress a mate or whatever it was. It's fundamentally important to me that I go bald. And I think in that joke of a comment that Dan Nuts left, I think I'm realizing that. I mean, I think, amazingly, this is a bit of an epiphany for me. Like, I fundamentally don't want to save my hair. I mean, I went through the motions of doing that 6-month rosemary oil experiment just basically to enhance my career as a YouTuber and a blogger, because it really will help me get a lot of more traffic. It was for selfish reasons I did it. That's why I did it. I didn't do it because I actually wanted to save my hair. Sure, it was wishful thinking. No, it's important to me. And man, epiphany. I want to lose my hair naturally. I want to find my identity in that. I want to learn those life lessons that you learn. Okay, you're going to be shocked by this, okay? Because I don't talk about this in my videos. But every day, there's certain things, get ready for this. There's certain things every day I pray for. And one of those things I pray for, and I know I play in and out of characters on all these things, but I pray for humility. I pray for it. I want to be a humble person, you know? I want to be a humble person that forgives people and that doesn't have a chip on my shoulder and that is grateful for life. Those are things that are very important to me, that I meditate and focus on, okay? It's fundamentally important to me that I lose my hair. I'm not saying I'm like wanting to rush the thing, but it's like, man, imagine me as a 50-year-old man, as a 60-year-old man, no hair on top, just shaving it off, wearing cool hats. I like that. I don't like the idea of like still having all that hair when I'm old. That's unnatural, and it's just not who I am. It's not my version of what life is supposed to be. But yeah, do hair transplants leave scars? I need to know that. I still don't know. Answer that for me. I need to know. Do hair transplants leave scars to the point where I wouldn't be able to shave my head without it showing? Okay? Because I want to know. If I got a hair transplant, would I be able to shave my head or buzz it without a scar showing? Answer that. I need to know. I'm serious. All that other stuff's true, but also the other thing. Okay, they're after me again. I gotta go.